trying to get the hell out of here. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today we are on a BMW R1250 RTP. P as in the police version. The side panniers, you know, I gotta say it's not bad. I'll show you guys how I packed this RTP, and you know, right now bike rides awesome. Now the RTP uses a different rear axle than the civilian version, so this RTP actually has a little bit more pickup and go than the civilian bike. Dynamic ride mode here, so I just switched it on dynamic ride mode. A little bit more responsive throttle response. The dampening stiffens up. Woo, check it out. cc motor is bulletproof, and it's just gives you enough power on tap. Yep, I like it. Redline this baby. And I don't have quick shifter on this bike. Everything is manual. Oh, I wonder what the top speed is. And I got a full load on this bike right now. I got both side panniers packed, and I've got a backpack on my. So I mean, this is fully loaded as far as cargo. And it's still very maneuverable. I mean, the bike just handles. Probably one of the best handling touring bike, sport touring bike I've ever ridden. It's actually my favorite touring bike. Raise up this windshield. There you go. Awesome wind protection. Van trying to enter the highway there. I don't know how quickly that van can accelerate. They better gun it. We're gonna enter this highway with everyone, even all these semi trucks, all going at a pretty good clip. Whoa, what the hell's going on here? Everyone, he's gonna pull that guy. He's gonna pull him over. Is he gonna pull him over or not? What is he doing? We are going. Everyone does not want to pass this cop. No, everyone just stand behind. It's going to be a long drive. Oh. Long drive, I mean long ride. See how much further east this highway patrol is going to go. I'm going to go cruise here. Well, so here it is. I've got regular cruise control on this RTP. I don't have the ACC dynamic cruise control, so it's not going to stop for me. It's not going to adjust speed. I mean, the only thing it's going to do is going to maintain speed. That's it. And this is kind of how I prefer it. Why am I in dynamic? Let's go to road. Switch my ride modes to road. There you go. Oh wait, I got cruise control. I got to turn off cruise control, and then the ride mode will switch. If I press this button, I go into stealth mode. Basically turns off all the lights. Obviously you don't want to do that when you've got a cop in front of you. Pretty cool. Cool features on this police bike.
Good stop.
I've got the LED auxiliary light. I press this button, kind of brightens up. It brightens up the road a bit. Still got a few hundred miles to go. Just filled up the gas, so we're full. Okay, so we got a range of 237 miles. That should get us close. Heated hand grips. Same thing. Goes all the way up to 5, but we'll just do 1. I've got to tell you, this windshield, when you have it positioned all the way to the highest level, offers good wind protection all around this area. Get a little buffeting in the outside shoulder, but that's about it. All right, we have 86 miles to go. All right, time to get the hell out of here. I already packed up the bike this morning, so we're ready to head out. Just got to put my ram mount on. Didn't want to leave it here overnight. Should probably warm this up a little bit. We'll warm it up right here. Here it is. R1250 RTP. So, started out in California, passed through a couple of states, actually a handful of states, got in the hotel about 1 in the morning, so we are ready to go on and continue our ride. But yeah, this RTP has been performing perfectly. Highway speed solid, good wind protection. I was using cruise control, and this doesn't have the ACC adaptive cruise control. This is just the regular dynamic cruise control, so it's not going to stop for you, it's not going to slow down for you. Well, you know, so you got to pay attention, and that's how I prefer my touring bikes. I don't need all the bells and whistles, so regular cruise control for me is all I need. I don't need keyless ride. You can see here I gotta use the key to turn the ignition. I prefer that. Spec'd out exactly the way I want it. It's got dynamic ESA, it's got ride modes pro. I mean, I do have the LED auxiliary lights. I was using that last night, those LED auxiliary lights. I don't need it right now. I'll turn that off so you can see how the high beams look in the front. And then here's just the regular daytime running lights, so you lose those two corner lights. But yeah, high beams is what I've been doing for quite some time. What I like to do is leave those high beams on pretty much all day, and then when the sun comes down, I'll turn off the high beams and then just run the daytime running lights with the LED auxiliary lights. So this is just a great all-around touring bike. As a matter of fact, even had the heated seat and the heated grips on from last night's ride, so I'll turn those off. And yeah, so this is pretty much spec'd almost exactly the way I want it. The only thing that was missing was, if I can spec it again, I would have spec'd it with the extra compartment here to charge your phone. We begin yet another day. Gotta find a gas station. I got about 42 miles range, 1 bar. That's pretty good. So RT averages about 42 miles per gallon. I'm only averaging about 35. Just depends. Depends on if I'm riding aggressive on it. Yeah, obviously it's gonna lower MPG. Oh man, what are you doing, bro? Dumping his coffee on the road. I don't want that on my tire. Let's pull him over. Turn the sirens on. No, I'm kidding. Let's get on the main highway and then find a gas station. This RT is so smooth. It's got to be a gas station here. You see a lot of establishments here. Where do we go? Huh. I'm gonna hop back on the highway. What I'm gonna do is use this handy dandy Navi. A long route. Woo! That was let's see what we got here. Oh, here we go. We've got gas, Casey's gas. There you go, that's the one. Let's go to Casey's. Let's stop. Let's go. I think this is the one, or maybe it's 2 miles down. My low fuel, perfect timing. Fuel light just came on. normally keep my phone on the holder here, or that cover on the left connects fine, or sometimes I'll keep it on my chest pocket. Yeah, but no issues as far as connectivity is concerned. Yeah, so you basically just need to connect your phone and your headset to the bike, and the rest kind of set it and forget it, really. Haven't had any issues. I think they worked out all the software bugs. I mean, maybe early on they had some hiccups, but I think it's been addressed for the most part. Alright, let's fill this up. Alright. What happened here? Ooh. Looks like we're ended. Well, that wasn't too bad. There was a patrol unmarked vehicle on the left lane, and I pulled beside them and asked if lane splitting was legal here in Oklahoma, and apparently lane splitting is not allowed. So this is going to be a long ride if this traffic doesn't clear up soon. I will tell you, Highway Patrol here is very responsive. Can be all the multiple units responded to the same call. Cool thing about this RTP police version bike is you can actually go cruise control. Let's see here. Let's try to slow down. How low can we go? 18, 17. We can go to 16. We can go to 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9. Cruise control on RT police versions, I believe, can go as low in the single digits. So I got it down to 10, and it was still showing green, but I don't know how lower it can go. I mean, I think maybe 7 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour. So it's pretty cool, these RT police bikes. Civilian version, it's a lot higher. So the good thing about getting down to that low of speed is situations like these, where if you're in a stop and go, well, if you're in like a really slow traffic jam where they're just crawling speed, flip it on the cruise control. 7 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour, perfect. Yeah, the more I ride this RT police bike, the more I'm loving it. This is my third RT, but my first RTP. The other RTs were civilian versions. I had a fully loaded premium package RT, and then I went to a base strip model RT. Both over 1250cc motors, and then now I've got 2024 R1250 RTP, and I gotta say, this is probably my favorite touring bike to date. Alright, we're gassed up. We gotta go. We're here in Arkansas, and apparently there's a, let's go in front of here, plus of you. apparently there's a storm coming, so we got to get to the highway and get out of Dodge. So this might be a rainy ride tonight. We've got a couple of rain gear in the panniers. I think I've got a topper. I don't think I have bottoms, but I got a couple of tops, some frog togs, and I think I got another rain gear. We'll see which one fits over my gear that I'm wearing right now. But yeah, supposedly storms coming, and it's originating here in Arkansas where we're at. So we got to get out of Dodge. Oh wow, look at this leaning. This bike's like a sport bike. One thing about this RT, it likes to rev. The motor, the 1250cc motor, is just perfect. Just the right amount of power for a touring bike, or a sport touring bike actually. Clouds still look pretty good. I don't know if it's coming from behind or it's coming from somewhere. But we're not going to stick around and find out. That's for sure. So I've got it on dynamic mode. I even resetted my trip computer. So what is it? We've got, yeah, I resetted it to 0. I want to see what type of MPG we can get out of this dynamic mode. Mainly highway speeds. So let's see what the range looks like. I feel like on this RTP police bike, with that different gearing, you know, because it uses a different front sprocket than the civilian version, this bike has more torque. So each of your gears feels like it's operating at a higher, you know, RPM, just a tad. So it's like a higher rev range. So you lose some top speed, but you gain. When you lose in top speed, you gain in acceleration and torque, and as a result, you also lose a little bit of MPG. Because I want to say, like, if you look at this gas range right now, it says a little over 200 miles. That's about accurate. Because the civilian version, I was getting well over 200. But we'll put it to the test, because I want to see with this trip that I just resetted the trip computer. We've only traveled 5 miles since we gassed up. See if we can get it past 200 before we fill up. I mean, the fuel light, I expect, is gonna turn on maybe around 180 miles. I want to say fuel light, I'll suspect, will turn on. I'm trying to get ahead of all this. Little, well, it's not traffic, but try to get ahead of all these cars. Don't like riding with all these cars here. I'd rather be out front. Especially the look of these cars. They're all beat up. Don't know how to drive. Not paying attention. high beams on. Just to give us extra visibility. I had a pit stop at the Starbucks, and the lady at the counter said we were in Conway, Arkansas. I love these favorite buns. Favorite bun, I've got it set on my vehicle screen, so that way I can easily scroll to the right and check out the onboard computer, the trip computer, and so on. And then my second favorite button is the assist setting, so I can see. Right now I'm on road mode, but I can switch this dampening to dynamic if I wanted to. Matter of fact, we'll probably do that right now. I've got the throttle on road mode, but I'll switch it to dynamic dampening. There you go. Third button is a heated grip, so you can see I can actually set it by just a push of a button. I can, and every time I tap it, it'll change the settings level. So it'll start from 5 and work, and then go down from there on the levels. So this is really functional. So sometimes I forget I've got these favorite buttons that I set up. I would prefer to have 5 function buttons here instead of 4. I mean, there's definitely space for it, but I think 5 favorite button would be something that I hope they put in the future. Loving this bike. One way you can get to know your touring bike is take it out. Take it out on a road trip, coast to coast. Yeah, I know the new ones are out, but when I'm looking for a touring bike, I'm not just looking for horsepower and torque. I'm also looking for a platform that's, you know, bulletproof. And I just feel this R1250 RT platform is over engineered, and I am not talking to this thing. Reliable touring motorcycles, okay. Yeah, so my phone thought I was having it search something. The phone has a mind of its own. But yeah, this R1250 RT platform, I feel, is they're built to last. I mean, it's a proven platform. They worked out all the kinks, and the 2024 was the last model year. They skipped 2025, went straight to 2026 for the R1300 RT. So I'm sure it's going to be a great bike, but I just prefer the proven R1250 RT. This is why I'm taking this thing on a road trip, because I trust it. You gotta trust your touring bike. You're gonna take it on a 2,000-mile road trip, cross country. You can't be worrying about roadside or breaking down in the middle of nowhere. And I just feel that the R1250 is my go-to touring bike. It does everything I need it to do. It's sporty, it's comfortable, it's reliable. You can tell by my windshield. We've been riding for quite some time. gonna leave it on dynamic mode this whole highway ride. See if we can make it to that 200 mile threshold. Alright guys, I'm about to end the video right here. I'm out of GoPro battery, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill her up and continue on my ride. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.